Hello everybody, my name is Amy and I am here to talk about yarn and what I've been doing with yarn, and especially for this video, what I've been doing with yarn this past week. I actually took this week off from my full-time job. It just so happened at the tail end of last week leading into this week, I had some yarn that came in, some bear yarn came in, and all of my materials for dyeing yarn came in. So if you watched my last video, I kind of go through how I started wanting to dye yarn and things like that. So this week is going to be a lot of kind of my experience and what the fruition and what came out of it. So day one was really disorganized. Like, I didn't know where I should put things, and little things that I forgot, like having a pot holder for the hot water, or I got a warming mat, which was very apparently not warm enough. So luckily we have a electric oh man, what are they called, the electric stoves, I guess. So I ended up using that, and then the color kept bleeding, and it was a journey. So it's been a really big learning experience this past week. So by the end of the week, or actually the yarn actually only lasted until midweek. So by the end of the yarn that I had already bought, I had figured out the setup and the breakdown and kind of organization of everything. I was still trying to figure out the colors. I only have the primary colors. So basically I bought the starter kit from Dharma, and it has the primary colors of black and it has the citric acid. So trying to figure out how to make things other than primary colors and things like that was a journey. That was actually really fun. So I'm gonna show you, and kind of we'll go through all the yarn that I've dyed and the experimentation and what's coming up next. Okay, so this is the first color that I did. It was supposed to be this yellow that you see in the corner here, but I didn't really love it. So the next day I went and dyed over it and put in some red, hence why you see a little bit of the orange and the red. It turned out really nice. I like this one. This one, I was playing around with the navy blue and the Caribbean blue. This is mostly the navy blue, a really concentrated version of it. It came out really nice though. It's kind of dark and broody, which I really love. This is something that I would actually wear and make something out of. This one's a little bit lighter. This is mostly the Caribbean blue with a little bit of the navy blue. Really pretty, a lot brighter. Really nice though. This one, I was trying to make green out of what I had with just the primary colors, and I think it turned out really nice. It's almost like a jewel tone, kind of St. Patrick's Day green, I feel like. I really like it. It turned out nice. This one, you'll see this fish in the corner here. It's a powder blue tang. I was going for that color, but obviously it didn't really work out. I think I put a little bit too much of the Caribbean blue in there, but still really pretty. All right, this color is inspired by my friend's favorite color, this Pantone green color. I think it came out pretty close. I'm really proud of this one. It's beautiful. And then this one is inspired by that flower you see behind me and in the corner here. I think it came out pretty close, really pretty colors. And then this one is the yellow tang. So this one came probably the closest to everybody. And this is what I was intending to go for on the very first day that I was dyeing, and on the very last day I finally got it. So yay me. Alright, so what did you guys think? I really enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the results even more. I really liked some of them. Some of them I'm impartial to. The ones that are more of a warmer tone, I gravitate towards as far as what I would usually wear, but I do love some of the jewel tones that came out also, and some of the green and the blues were just really popping, and I really enjoyed seeing those colors come out. So I basically had to stop dyeing this week because I ran out of yarn. I only had 25 mini skeins to work with, and I did 3 of each color, and then I did one extra of one of the colors, actually the one that was inspired by that flower right there. So I ordered more. This time I ordered full 100 gram skeins. So we'll see. I think they're coming in next week. So next weekend, hopefully I will be able to dye those yarns. I got a 10 pack of DK and a 10 pack of fingering weight. So the DK, I'm not too sure what colors I want to do yet. I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 colors with it, and producing maybe 3 to 4 skeins of each color. I may just take some of the ones that I really liked and tweak it a little bit and try to reproduce what I did. The fingering weight yarn I have an idea for, so I made a one strap off asymmetrical shoulder dress, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it, or if you maybe saw it on Reddit when I posted it on Reddit. But I got some requests to do a tutorial on that, so I am going to be working on that. I got the idea, maybe I can dye the yarn for it, because it takes a lot of yarn. This project eats yarn. So I figured, you know, what's a cooler way to do a second dress than using yarn that I dyed. So I am going to try to dye a yarn for this project. I'll be using the fingering weight for it, and we'll see what comes out of it. So stay tuned for that. Coming up, it might take me a little while to get that video out because I have to actually make it, but I'll show you guys the dress later on, or if you want to go to my Instagram, you can see the dress in action there too. So that's coming up. I started a new project also, a Tunisian crochet project. Oh, this week I also tried to knit. I tried learning how to knit. Let me grab that real quick. So here are some of my knit swatches that I was trying to do. So this is the first one. I don't know if you guys can see that. So the bind off was really hard. And then you can see on the bottom, it was just really hard to figure out how to coordinate my fingers. The second one, well, first of all, this one took me about 3 hours. The second one, I don't know what happened during the bind off, and then I couldn't frog it, and then it was a hot mess, so I just took it out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna move on. So this third one, we're all tangled up here, hold on. Here we go. This third one, I started off, I did a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, going across the row. So I'm not too sure what that's called. If anybody could tell me, that'd be great. But, and then I did a stockinette on top. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Actually, it's pretty good, I think, for my first time doing stockinette. And then I was like, oh, you know, I should learn how to do a little bit bigger. So I did bigger. So I don't remember how many stitches I have across, but then I have all these holes. So I'm not too sure what happened. I don't know if I dropped a stitch, or if anybody can tell me what happened, please let me know. I would love to learn a little bit more. So yeah, so I'm using leftover yarn right now, and then once I get the hang of it, I would love to start doing garments, or maybe even pot holder, or I found a very simple garment, but or a shawl. Probably a pot holder would be a good start. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But first of all, I have to figure out why there's holes in my little swatch. So I'm gonna just keep doing swatches for now until I get the hang of it, and then maybe I'll show you a pot holder one day. Yeah. Anyway, so that was this week. I'll give you guys another update in a week or two on if I end up dyeing more yarn, or if I end up getting a second project to work on, and all that good stuff. So anyway, bye bye for now. I'll talk to you guys later.